2 Double Down Special. I'm joined by Mr. Dan Gaskin. Dan, say a big wave there. Go on, say a big wave.
Say a big wave. Is that like a Irish saying that I don't know?
It is now. It is now. Say a big wave.
Well, I'm gonna say a big wave for you, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. We have got some Halo action here. We've got Europa Halo himself, Kalen. Quick disclaimer: we do not, in any way, shape, or form, think his gameplay will be up to scratch. So we'll let everybody know that right now. He's joined by Precision Knight, who is replacing Monster Bang from his last 2v2 series. Precision Knight is going to have to do a hard carry, something Monster Bang was unable to do at the time. And they are playing against Ubernick and Big Neil, who actually beat them 2v1, 2-1 in the last series at Twickenham. The gameplay is just about to get underway, and we're going to see what way this goes out in a best of 3.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the best of 3 game types as well. First one is going to be Plaza. I mean, Plaza is one of those maps where you have to ensure that you're controlling all points on the map in a 4v4, but 2v2 is always going to be a little bit different. Game 2 is going to be Team Slayer Truth and then Team Slayer Empire. Of course, all games going to be Team Slayer because it is 2v2, Richie. And you know what? I'm excited to see how this tournament goes. There is going to be some terrible Halo players going up against each other, as well as some good Halo players coming in and smashing everyone else. So that's always exciting.
Yeah, we might see a few sledgehammers coming through early in the groups as the gameplay gets underway. You have to make sure you, of course, get that overshield nice and early. Get the timing down if you're a team. We'll expect Precision Knight to be on the ball here as we start off with Ubernick coming in with a gunfight straight against Precision Knight. Precision Knight's done really well here and actually picking up a kill on Neil. Can Nick stay alive for his teammate? Looks like the overshield was burned on 50. So we'll see what way this goes as the two teams now need to fight it out for a sniper rifle on Nest.
Yeah, Nick did really well.
Picks up a fresh 5 there as well.
Nick did really well just to get a grenade off and stop that overshield from being picked up, but it is going to be an early lead to the red team.
The boy Neil needs to stay alive. They're on the back foot immediately here at the blue team. Nick and Neil. Of course, Nick is a huge content creator here in the EU. We'll have a lot of fans. Precision Knight and Europa Halo themselves. Not many fans, but Precision Knight might have the gameplay to back it up.
You don't always need fans. Fun story about Ubernick as well. In the last event, the Faceit event, when he was playing, I didn't actually know where he was from. Like I hadn't watched much of his content. I admit I knew who he was, but I hadn't watched it. Sim started doing a Scottish accent, and I followed suit. Little did I know he's actually from Northern Ireland. Therefore, I look like an idiot.
To be fair on you, Dan, Northern Irish and Scottish accents, they are very, very similar in which they are very hard to understand.
They're really not similar though, no excuse. As now we're seeing EuropaHalo push in here. He's going to take this fight with Ubernick and actually gets well and truly destroyed there. Probably should have won that battle.
Yeah, Ubernick now, he'll be brimming with confidence. Of course, the boys have already won Kalen at 2-1. So really looking to see if they can repeat that feat and go ahead again and maybe get the bragging rights, Dan, because if they beat them 2-0, there's no chance of a trilogy.
Both of them just got absolutely wiped off the face of the map though, and it's a decent lead, a 4-kill lead for EuropaHalo and Precision Knight. And you can see they're just trying to set up, trying to look for spawns and ensure that they can position themselves accordingly so they can get a little bit of crossfire going on here.
Setting up for the overshield, as you can see, Precision Knight opting to use the light rifle, a really useful weapon for cross-map engagements. As you can see, he forces Ubernick to back down in blue. And that's a free overshield for him. Great work.
This should be game over. I'm going to be completely honest. You've got a 5-kill lead. You've just got a new fresh overshield. You should be able to push and take it 2-1. Nick tries to get plasma pistol shot off there, and that could have been massive for him. But instead now, it's constant pushes, constant 2v2, 2v1s. And as long as they can keep just singling out one member of the team, they should be able to win this quite comfortably.
Yeah, Precision Knight seems to know the spawns really well here. He's able to really put on pressure as soon as these spawners spawn up. As you can see, he knows exactly where they're going to be in blue, and he's really utilising that overshield extremely well.
We'll just back off now though, just ensure that he stays alive, gets support from EuropaHalo, and that's going to be an easy kill as well onto Ubernick. So now 11-2, realistically, Nick and Neil, they need to try and grab this sniper rifle, but it's coming up in 5 seconds, so we're already seeing Precision Knight move across to it to set up. And things are going to go from bad to worse as long as you can start hitting your shots, as you can't quite connect with that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a long road back now. You have to feel, Dan, with 11 kills to 2. It's been a bit of a whitewash so far. You might maybe need to start thinking about the next game in the series, as the red team really done a great job of getting those power ups and the power weapons, which you know yourself are pivotal in winning the game.
Yeah, but that's never a good mindset to have, to already be thinking about a game 2. Whereas, to be honest, that is how a lot of players think. They consider themselves saying, all right, well, we're not going to win this one, let's start thinking about the next game. Instead, just focus on, like, you can still get back into this game, you just need a big swing. You need to win a 1v1 matchup. It doesn't happen there for Ubernick, but it does mean... Sorry, it doesn't happen for Neil, but Ubernick was able to pick up one on the other side of the map. If they can both win an individual fight, then there's always a possibility of getting back into this. Well, that's not going to happen, though, with Neil getting his face ripped off.
Really impressed here by the movement, the precision, like really utilising that sniper rifle, and of course the Halo 5's mechanics in spring jumping and clambering his way. Oh. He needs to calm down. We might need to press charges. I don't know what to say here. As he clambers, but top yellow seems to be a great little spot for anybody with a sniper rifle. You get to see, of course. Oh, he's on a frenzy now, Dan. Oh, he actually is taking. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I think I've given the curse. As Europa Halo picks up the overshield.
Yeah, gets the overshield. Decent killing frenzy from his teammate there. But now it's just a case of continue to push them on the spawns, continue to take them down, continue to easily get kills and comfortably move into this game 2 with a lead. Of course, it is just group stages, so it is important to get an early win to give you confidence going into the rest of the games and to try and progress out of the groups. But from what I've seen already, I would say that these two should be comfortably progressing out of this group.
Yeah, it looks, of course, you've only got 3 teams to play against, and you get a big win against one, it gives you a great platform to then press on. So you can almost afford to lose at least one more game and still maybe progress. As Europa Halo is trying to utilise the rest of that overshield. Not much left as he jumps into garden here around the flowers area. And as you can see on the outline, we have Ubernick and Neil setting up towards sniper rifle. Another overshield, not to pop for another little while. We're talking about 50, maybe 60 seconds. So there's going to be a few gunfights still to go as we press on further into this match.
I'm glad that you can still remember all the callouts, because I've definitely forgotten all of them. If I'm completely honest, they have been wiped from my memory. Halo 5 is slowly just disintegrating in my brain as we go closer to Halo Infinite.
We're getting older now, Dan. There's a lot of things disintegrating in the brain. I'm pretty sure as we learn new things, we're forgetting old things all the time. And of course, Halo 5 has got some really good maps, and as well, I'd say my favourite probably being Coliseum, but Plaza not one of them. It's a bit snowbally for my liking, especially in the 4v4 when you control the map. As you can see, 19 and 6. Ubernick has well and truly been snowballed here. So maybe if they can get a two kill wipe and start to get control, but you'd still think that time is against them here.
Here we go though. Sniper rifle for Ubernick. Can he get anything done here? Manages to get one body shot. Looks for a second, but he gets stuck.
He has been stuck.
Yeah, it was looking like it was promising there. A bit of momentum with him, but no. Any sort of momentum killed off instantly by the sticky grenade.
You know he's looking to get some clips here as well, Dan, for that YouTube. And of course the 2 boys in the red team trying to avoid that YouTube. Let's say they don't want to be outlawed here as easy kills. He's of course looking for those clips.
Yeah, that's the life of a YouTuber, is not playing for the win instead of playing for the fancy kills, and maybe that's going to be a bad thing for Neil, his teammate, who's probably saying, look, can we just win a game rather than focusing on your YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, as the life of a YouTuber, you'd imagine any particular moment is a chance for a YouTube clip. He's probably, in the kitchen doing 180, making cups of teas. Oh, that's just as we say it. Just as we say it. He's on a peel the scalp right off of Mr. Red Team's head there himself.
Let's move over to Ubernick. Let's move over to Ubernick and see if he can do anything with the sniper rifle.
A little bit of the bubblies out here. What does he got? He throws nades. Gets a hit marker, so he knows straight away that Europa Halo is a little bit weak. Oh, hits a nice body onto Precision, who actually still manages to get the kill on Neil, so great bit of movement there as you can see him going to S3. Nick completely unaware, and there's a back whack, and it's a GG, it's a no-re. 25-10 on Plaza.
I don't know if they would consider that a GG, though. If you're on the receiving end of a 25-10, are you saying it's a good game?
BG? Did we say BG? BG's in the chat?
BG's, that's a band, wasn't it? They used to sing some songs.
Yeah, they and good songs at that.
Great songs, if I'm completely honest. There's the stats though on your screen. Precisionite, 20 kills and 6 deaths. Can we put our hands up and say he carried Europa Halo there? Because I feel he done what Monster Bang, of course, couldn't. But let's be fair here to Kalen, because he did go +1. Now in a Slayer, if you can get positive
you've done your job. Now, maybe you could have gone more positive. That's an argument that I'm hearing you wanting to make. But Precision Eye has definitely gone and just picked Kalen up on his back and said, right, we're going to game 2.
I think that when your teammate is slaying that well, you just allow them to do it. You just walk around the map, you call everyone out, and you let them get the job done. And that's what EuropaHalo has done there.
Maybe
he doesn't really have the assists to show for it, if I'm completely honest. No. But that's what we can imply.
A breadstick for Neil. I don't want to bring it up, but it's there. 1-15. He has to have a better game too, you'd feel.
The argument is Precision Knight gets a big kill there to ensure that camo is burnt. And it is going to be a 6-4 lead now for EuropaHalo.
Precision Knight, of course, isn't having the game that he had last, killing Frenzy, 20 kills. So he's probably calling upon Kalen. Kalen, are you there? Can you answer? Please get me some kills here. As he does, he picks up a 5 in the kill feed. As Ubernick is in trouble here in the bubble. Can he stay alive? Can he dipsy doodle his way out as the shots go down? And Precision Knight, of course, killing spree for him, Dan.
I mean, by name and by nature, he has precision. Spelled incorrectly, but it's okay. We'll forgive him because his gunplay is good. This time, though, he goes down to Neil.
That is grammar police at its finest there. Dan does love grammar police as we jump on board with Neil, who did, of course, just take down Precision Knight. Setting up on top of the base. Never really a great spot to sit in as the two boys spawn over towards Bubble side. Can Nick maybe provide some shots to squeeze these guys out from that cover on Carbine?
I mean, Richie, we play a lot of 2v2 together in various games, and I like sheer aggression, whereas I would say you're more of a passive player. Yeah. You feel like you need one player who's passive and one player who's aggressive?
Yeah, I think the two styles can really benefit each other, as normally the passive player is the brains, and the more aggressive player is just the brute force, which of course can complement each other, with one guy trying to maybe keep you alive and the other guy just trying to drastically throw you towards death.
Well, Neil gets absolutely ripped off of Truth, and we'll move across to Ubernick now. 3 kills behind, has to win this, but he can't. Again, Precision Knight showing his dominance and asserting himself over Ubernick.
I fancy Precision Knight, Dan, as Infinite rolls around, to be one of the guys to watch. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's a very handsome human being.
That's all I heard.
As he jumps over towards P-side, fights onto Ubernick again. Still has a lot of his shields left, so Ubernick might have missed quite a few shots there. Like I was saying before you hit me with that line on if I fancy him or not. Precision Knight, I fancy him to be one of the better players come Halo Infinite, and maybe one to watch for the future.
Oh, get himself a one-to-watch item. We'll see what he does when he goes into Halo Infinite. I don't know, Infinite is going to be really interesting because you're going to get a lot of the old guard who will probably want to come back if the game is up to scratch, if the game has elements that they enjoy. For example, if it's more of like a classic feel. However, if it's more advanced movement, then I think we're going to see some of the newer players who are now maybe a little bit older. For example, I'll say like Squashy, Joshy, and Looney Dogs. Those kind of players who came into Halo 5 and just started slapping people because of advanced movement. They will be players to watch out if we have that type of game for Infinite as well. So it's going to be really exciting. I think anyone can do anything, and I can't wait for December, honestly. I think we're all at that point now where we're like, please, give it to us.
Even give me a gameplay trailer, anything, please. We just need our fix of Halo action, as you can see. Precision Knight just putting down another 5, and instinctively knows Ubernick is coming up for a bit of the business as well, as he's been controlling the series thus far. The two boys on the blue team back into red base. It's not really where they want to be. I haven't seen much of Kalen. I might say this is a 1v2, Dan.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You wouldn't say that.
You would, Dan.
I wouldn't say it. I might think it.
Yeah, well, I'll say it for you, Dan.
Okay, you say it for me. As Precision Knight gets another killing spree. I think it's like his 3rd killing spree of the game already. So that would have him up at around 15 kills.
Kalen has died again in the
12.
kill feed.
I lied. He doesn't have 15 kills. He only has 12 kills. There's only his 2nd killing spree.
He's going to have 15 kills, Dan. There's another kill spree coming. As he picks up the hard target medal, which means he's put a lot of damage down, taken a lot of damage, but still managed to survive.
But Neil and Ubernick have made a better game of this one. For a while, it looked winnable. They were only a couple of kills behind. At one point, they were a kill ahead when the stream was offline. Yeah, maybe that's the curse. We
shouldn't be watching them. And they will maybe say that, if you weren't watching us, we would have won the series as Precision Knight. Another 5 onto Neil. I wonder if Neil's having a bit of a better game this game. He actually has 5 kills. And he's level on kills with Ubernick as Precision Knight. Again, Dan. just giving these boys the business.
Yeah, just giving him the razzle dazzle. Neil is going to wait for Ubernick to spawn here, but it's a 10-kill lead. This game is pretty much wrapped up. Honestly, just post it, sign and deliver from Precisionite. And I'm excited to see how he'll do against some of the better 2v2 teams. No offense to Ubernick and Neil.
How dare you, Dan?
I know they're great players, but we have some phenomenal players in this tournament, and we'll see how Precisionite matches up against them. Oh, gives him the razzle.
Ooh. A double kill for him as well. Kalen, he starts the teabag. You got to appreciate that as well. A little bit of the content. Will that make the YouTube video for Nick? I don't think so.
Imagine if Nick just made a compilation of him dying all the time.
He'll have a lot of content to choose from there, Dan. I'd have to say.
In this game, certainly. It's Precisionite now. Just looking around P1 here, seeing if he can get anything with the plasma pistol. That plasma pistol flies up towards space, apparently.
Yeah,
There's
that
nowhere
might
near
have
the
hit a
player.
halo ring. That might have hit a halo ring there.
Might have created a halo ring.
A swing and a miss on that plasma pistol, you'd say. As Precisionite seems to fancy this suppressed Magnum. Is the rate of fire a little bit quicker? Probably not. But it does seem to be doing the damage.
Putting the bullets in the face of both of the... there was a 2v1 for Neil and Nick there, but rather than pushing Precisionite, they sat back and they were passive. And now he's on a killing frenzy, goes for the back smack up the lift. Can he take down Ubernick with this PP here? He's just going to wait, be patient. Only need 2 kills, doesn't need to rush anything. Ubernick manages to finally shut him down. It seems like killing frenzy is as far as Precisionite gets in this tournament.
Is Precisionite wearing a headband, Dan, because he's different gravy? These guys just cannot keep up.
You in the headband.
Neil. You in the headband.
Different gravy.
Different gravy.
I thought you were going to go along the lines of like because he's sweating or something like that, but no, that's where you went with it, and I'm okay with it. If I'm completely
honest. It was a bait and switch. I bait and switched it real good there. As Precisionite has the camo top, middle, and Neil. He's seen something, and as you can see, he's terrified as he goes back home.
Just the 1 kill needed then.
It seems like an inevitability now, Dan.
Neil is pushing round. Can he get any decent shots to top mid? Is going to be pushed by Precisionite here.
He sees the camo player, and camo player playing with him as well, Dan, you have to say.
He tries to go for the back
and he's him down. He's gotten what he deserved there, you'd have to say.
Yeah, just playing with his food a little bit. Yep. But that's what this tournament's about. It's about having fun, isn't it? Isn't it? Is that why I'm here?
Fun? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And of course, you took all the money for the prize pool, all on your entrance, your fee here today. So
absolutely.
Anybody looking for money at the end of this, that is, of course, in Dan's pocket.
Yep, I'm being paid $3,000 to cast this 3-hour tournament. Just to let everyone know, $1,000 per hour is the rate I've gone for, as the game is going to conclude there, and Europa Halo will take that one, and they will take the series 2-0.
You have to feel for final boss. They will say, if Kalen hadn't got Precisionite there, that might be a different story altogether. But as you can see, Precisionite is having a monster of a time.
Final boss is what you said, but they're actually called first boss, just to give you a little bit of a correction.
They definitely were first boss. Were first boss.
But I mean, final boss is a very famous Halo team, Richie. So I understand.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if you heard about them, but
final
boss.
Featured
some really good Halo players back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. So as we maybe jump on board with the stats there, and we have a look at maybe what Precisionite did and what Kalen didn't do. We'll be able to paint the picture for us, Dan.
I mean, Europa Halo, I'm going to call him by his actual gaming tag, right? I'm not on the same level as you as friends.
You're not friends. Mm-hmm.
We're painting a picture of him being pretty like a bad player here, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Sandbag, I think would be the word I'd use.
Which is unfair in the first game of the tournament where he's just won. So do you want to change your tone a little bit and give him a little bit of praise, or are we going to continue going down this road? Because I'm fine with either.
Going to keep on hammering him, Dan. And also, if you're unaware, Ubernick and Kalen, as Dan refuses to call him for some reason, I don't know. We told both of them you can have no Guinness, as it will be considered performance enhancing. Both them being Irish, no Guinness for the boys.
Also, someone in chat actually thinks I'm getting paid, which is even better. That is the assumption. So I'm really happy.
Now, as we jump into the best of 3 scores, as you can see, pretty resounding for Europa Halo. 25-10, 25-16. Both of the Slayers going to them, of course. And we'll look towards our next game, which I believe is going to be Squashy versus Batchford.
Oh!
You touched on Squashy before, Dan. Can we maybe say that the older Halo players had better names? Because Squashy Joshy is not exactly intimidating, is it?
It's not intimidating, but his gameplay is. When I used to come up against Josh in matchmaking, at first I was like, "Who's this kid? He's terrible." But then the more I played him and the better he got at Halo 5, I then was scared to go up against him.
That's fair. You have to say that he had a slower start to life at Halo 5, but really as the game progressed, as did his skills, and he really solidified himself as one of the best players in the AM scene, certainly in Halo 5. And he'll be looking, of course, to carry over some momentum into Halo Infinite. Again, we cannot wait.
But then on the other side, you've got Batchford, and I think at this point we all know what Batchford's capable of.
Yeah, a lot of toxic abuse, but some really good shots as well. He has a bit of both. He's got the mouth to really annoy somebody, and also the shot to shoot you in the face. As we will look towards jumping into our next series anyway. We'll try get involved in there.
I'm going to try and get there when I can.
Yeah.
Navigating Halo 5 menus after not navigating them for 7, 8, 9 months is interesting.
7, 8, 9 months. Can we get it?
I don't know how much it is really. When was the last Halo 5 event? Like big Halo 5 event?
7, 8, 9 months ago, maybe.
It's been a while because we jumped back to Halo 3, didn't we? And then
we did.
Apparently, we're back on Reach. Back
on Reach. Never a game I was a fan of. I played early in the PC flights and picked up the game as well for a little bit. But I remember that I really don't like Greylow Reach. You know, it's just the maps, the colors. I'm old. I need to see vivid colors, Dan. And Halo Reach hasn't got it for me.
I mean, Reach for me was when I stopped competing because I was playing a lot throughout Halo 3. I would say I was on a very respectable team in Infused. And then Reach came out, and it came out at the same time as I went to university, and I kind of just...
Back burner.
Yeah.
Nice flex there from Dan. I don't know if anyone picked up on that. He was on a respectable roster in Infused. You know, obviously Infused is a staple of the Halo community, and they've been to many tournaments and actually taken down a couple over here in Europe as well. So nice, Dan. Nice. I've seen that.
Thanks, mate. I was just trying to explain who I am and where I come from, just in case anyone didn't know, but it's fine.
Where did you come from?
I won't talk about my history anymore.
Where did you come from, Dan? Where did you go? Cotton Eyed Joe, I believe the song goes.
So I can't connect to this next game.
Yeah, Can anybody send us an invite? Two casters out here just looking to get into some action.
Would love one, to be honest.
We're going to go to a quick break. As you can see, we try to get into some games here, but we keep getting handcuffed. We'll be back to you very, very shortly.